Oh, hello again. Welcome back to Fishing for Memories. As you probably guessed, it's been a damn wet summer, and kept putting off going down the Thames. The stretch that I wanted to fish was red-boarded for quite a few weeks, and to be fair, it's still red-boarded now, but I decided to chance my arm, bring out some heavier rods and some heavy weights, and see if I can not pick up barbel or carp, or a few chub, maybe a few bream as well. But it's really churning through. Just up from me, the weir pool is absolutely tea-coloured and storming back and forth on itself, and there's a heavy current there. What I've tried to do is get downstream and fish a little bit where the current's broken up on a slack in between two trees, but that's another story altogether, as I'm going to tell you. I'll just pan the camera around so you can get some idea of how the current is and what it's like. Oh, there you go. That is absolutely gunning through, it really is. As I say, the weir pool upstream is absolutely pelting. I've just tried to get in between this tree, just here, and the tree just here, which is just breaking the flow a bit, but not as much as I would like. There's a hell of a lot of undertow. I've tried 3-ounce grippers, just tightening the side just to get some idea, and that was just not happening at all. So I stepped up to 6-ounce watch weights, or clock style weights, and they're just about holding the bottom, you know, just a metre out maximum. Anything more than that and they're just getting pulled round. I tried 2 weights together, as I didn't have any heavier weights with me, and that's a combined weight of 10 ounce, and just out in front of this tree 10 ounce isn't even holding. It's just getting literally dragged, bobbed through all the way through. So what I'm going to opt for, as it is my only option, I'm going to go short just to this area where this tree is, just here to the edge of the tree where it starts. Otherwise any further than that and it's completely no go at all. I'm going to put one on there, quite close in. It's got a good enough depth. I would expect the fish to be patrolling quite close in, out of the main flow. Hope to pick up something there anyway. And the same with this side, not too far out, 2 of these. And well, I'm going to fish with a grip weight on the other one and one on this one, of this type of weight. But yeah, I'm going to have to fish quite close in. So we'll have to see how that goes. I know it's holding bottom, but I certainly would like the Thames to be running a little bit slower than it is at the moment. But, you know, if you don't give it a go, you won't ever know. So it's better to have the rods in the water and see how it goes. It's a lovely stretch, really peaceful. Plenty of cows in the field. Always inquisitive, having a little nose about as I strolled over. But yeah, it's very nice. But that water is gunning through. So it'll be interesting. I'll have to see what will happen. And what will be, will be. Anyway, I'll keep you updated later on. I'm going to get some bait into the swim and let that settle down. And play it by ear and take it from there. Catch you soon. Just showing you what I'm using here. This is a mixture of Vitamin. I've made it a very heavy consistency because obviously the river's certainly gunning through. In there you've got a nice mixture of maize and party blend, pigeon conditioner. So it's got a nice mixture of groats, thistle seed and barley. And obviously it's got a nice aniseed smell. So it's the Hafe's Red Band pigeon conditioner, which I really love using for barbel fishing. As I say, I've made this mix with the vitamin quite dense because it is pumping through here, and I'm going to ball it up quite solidly, and so that it sinks quite fast, and hopefully attracts a few fish in this slacker area. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with doing that. I'll catch you soon. Good morning, it's just gone 5:15. It was a very quiet night on the fish front. Had a half-hearted take on the Kinder's crab pellet. The swinger went up a quarter of a notch, dropped back down again, and that didn't go anymore. The boilie rod's been very quiet, not a single touch on that. Not one bit of a touch, but good news is the heavy wind that we had all night has certainly blown those rain clouds away. It's a lovely blue morning, and that certainly is lovely. Makes a change from all that rain anyway. Recast the pellet rod. Decided to leave the boilie rod in position where it is. It's in a nice area. Just leave it there for a bit longer, I feel. And as I say, I've recast the pellet rod into the same spot alongside the sunken tree on my left hand side, and I've wrapped some vitamin around the weight as well, just to give a bit of added attraction around the hook bank. Actually, as it got as light faded yesterday evening on the far bank where those big bed of lily pads are, there was a few rises. There was a couple of decent rises, looked like brie, and then there was quite a big crash. I do think that was a carp, and I'm absolutely ruining the fact that I haven't brought my taller bank sticks with me, because I wouldn't mind putting a rod out over that far bank, but I do really require a taller bank stick than I've got at the moment, just to keep the line out of the water, to stop the current dragging it round if I did cast to that side. So I'm kind of a bit annoyed with myself that I didn't bring my taller bank sticks. I bought what I felt would be tall enough ones, but not really good enough. So that's a bit of food for thought for when I get down here next time. I do fancy that big lily pad bed on the other side. As I say, there was some brie moving about there, and there was definitely a carp that crashed out. So I think they're over there. When I look at it, it's actually quite a slack area over there. I was watching the coots, moorhens going back and forth, and there's a couple of grebes over there as well. And the current's certainly very slow. So I should think there's a good chance of a fish or two over there. I certainly saw the grebes fishing the area quite hard, so there's certainly quite a bit of small fry as well over there. Anyway, that's something for me to do next time, and as I say, I'm a bit annoyed with myself that I didn't bring my taller bank sticks. Anyway, just thought I'd keep you updated. Would be nice to take a fish, just to get your eye in, get some idea of what's working and what's working where. Would have been nice to have been able to cast out a bit further and get onto the near margin shelf a bit more where I would have liked to, but this current's still really bombing through. It has dropped some more during the night, which is a plus. It's down to about 4 inches it's dropped now, which is good news, but it certainly needs to drop a bit more yet. Anyway, I'll catch you in a bit. See you soon. Well, it's the morning of the second day. Just getting my gear packed up. My fishing rods are the last item I always pack up. They're both still out. I changed the boilie on both rods last night, and it was another quiet night. I had a drop back on one of the rods, but apart from that it was really quiet. But there was a lot of activity on the far bank, and a couple of crashes, both of which were carp. The larger of the two I would have said was a mid-double, easily. And that's given me some food for thought for when I'm next down. I do want to try and target the far bank a bit if I can. Hopefully the flow and the current's a bit you know, slower and a bit lower by then. It's certainly not been an easy trip, but I do think it's important to show you, the viewers, what it's like piecing together parts of the jigsaw puzzle on a new stretch of river. And you know, else it becomes quite artificial otherwise. And I think it's always good to share the trials and tribulations, be that a red letter trip or, as in this case, a learning curve. Anyway, going to get out probably sometime next week back on this stretch and see if I can not try to fathom it out a bit more and try and find my feet a bit more. Anyway, till my next video, tight lines from me, and I'll catch you on my next one. Cheerio.